Hello there, Seraphim17 once again. This is my Devil May Cry 5, Dante Must Die S-Rank walkthrough. This is the first mission of the game after the prologue, and it's called Nero. We are playing as the eponymous hero himself. So I want to talk a little bit about the intent of this walkthrough, and right then guys, I did not mean to break my arm. I'm actually playing on a PlayStation 3 controller that... I'm not the biggest fan of the controller, but all my other controllers are kind of fucked up. So I'm on this one, and sometimes when I do calibers or shuffles, as I flick the analog forward, because my hands are quite large and my thumb is quite fat, I can accidentally touch the D-pad, and I have the breaker set to D-pad, so if you ever see me break my arm for no reason, I'm not doing some kind of high-level tech, I'm just being an idiot, and you don't want to repeat it, because the arms are invaluable for this. And I really like this mission too. I think this mission is a quintessential Devil May Cry mission. It's a sequence of fights, a boss fight, and it's all over and done with in about 4 to 10 minutes. It's kind of that wonderful golden ratio of encounters where there's just enough for you to get your teeth sunk in, and there's not too many to make you start sweating if you're going for no damage. And this is, to me, is what this series has always been about. 20-minute levels are not Devil May Cry in my opinion, and there's a few of them in this game which get really, really arduous at times, so I'm going to wish you luck for those ones when we get there, and hopefully the videos will help. But usually when I make a walkthrough, guys, I have a rule where the first victory is the one that I share. When I start making walkthroughs, I've usually played the game enough to be confident in my ability with it and to have an understanding that should help me help you. However, Devil May Cry is one of those games that kind of brings the elitist out in people, and it brings the elitist out in me, because when I start taking damage in this game, or when I get hit by something that I really feel like I shouldn't have got hit by, or that I did get hit by and I should have got hit by but I really didn't want to, I want to restart and I want to make the footage better, because it's a game that makes you strive for perfection. It's a game that makes you want to better yourself and do the fights in a fashion where they're entertaining to watch. This is my first victory of this level with the S-Rank. I did do 2 more after this that were cleaner in one area and then filthier in another area and vice versa, but for the purpose of this run I wanted to stick to that adage that I have, because on one of the runs I had no damage the full level, and then I got hit on the boss. Another run I got hit on the level, and I no damage the boss. And I was very tempted to splice in the no damage level, and then edit to the no damage boss. But I feel like if I do that, it isn't honest enough for the people who aren't capable of retrying and who don't want to bang their head against these levels repeatedly. So instead, you are going to get some particularly ugly moments with some particularly beautiful moments, and the combination of the two, I hope, should inspire you to be able to grit your teeth, stay in the pocket, and get this done. But this boss right now has a fantastic HP threshold. I really love their life on this boss. It's fair, it takes enough of a beating, but you're still satisfying in seeing big chunks come off, and it has some really glaring weaknesses. So the move that this boss likes to do is it likes to sweep with a tentacle and then thrust with another one. Sometimes it can do a double tentacle, and be very careful grabbing this when it's weakened, guys, because this guy that's just spawned can hit you in the animation, and I had no idea he could do that. This was a learning experience, because to say I was pissed off is putting it lightly. Lesson to self, right? Come to this fight, when he spawns, kill him, then grab and stun the boss, and you won't get hit like I did. A good way of killing the Antenora is to launch him into the air and break one of the buster arms on him, because that does some of the most damage in the game, and you can do some real tasty hits. But instead we're getting in the thick of it, taking on this guy with a couple of charge shots. Watch out for that guy's move. A lot of people have referenced that he looks like Bane with his Venom active, and whenever you knock him back, or whenever he's off screen or at a distance, he can initiate a running attack, and when those tubes glow purple, he will get something known as super armor, or hyper armor, or armor, depending on your terminology, and it means that if you hit him, he will not interrupt, you will not be able to stop him, you have to respect him. And it's not entirely true with Nero, because Nero can buster him, but if you whiff, it's mandatory damage. But there we go, I couldn't see the style just then for my microphone, but I believe it was high enough. So 5,000 points is not an S, unfortunately, on the level, but overall we kept a decent average, and we managed to get over 8,000, which is 2,000 more than what you need. And there you go, guys. Mission 1 is S-ranked. Good luck, Godspeed, and you take care now.